guys? Perfect. Already IDE is there to simplify the project's development. What is the use of this maven build tool, guys? Okay, to automate various activities of the build process, right? IDEs gives level 1 easiness in application development. Build tools like maven Gradle will provide more easiness in application development or not, guys? Okay, there are only one build tool or lots of build tools, guys? Can you list out those build tools? That maven Gradle and build dr. Okay, IVI, like this, multiple build tools are there or not there? Okay, in Java, how many build tools are popular? Two. What are those? Maven, Gradle. What is the specialty of the Gradle? Gradle can be used in both Java projects and non-Java projects. Maven only for what? Java. But in Java domain, most of the projects prefer Java. Maven or Gradle. 60% of the projects are happening with what? Maven. So 40% our projects are happening with what? Gradle. So what is most popular build tool in Java? Maven we have discussed, right? Okay. What are the benefits with Maven, guys? Number one, Maven supplies archetype project templates. So there are 1,000+ archetypes, guys, to create different types of projects. But popular archetypes are what? Archetype quick start for standalone application. Archetype web app for what? Web application. Are you getting my point? Super. Number two, right. Maven gives built-in decompiler. Maven take care of dependency management. It can download the jar files. Maven take care of transitive dependency management. Okay, it can download both main and dependent jar files or not. It can download both main and dependent jar files or not, guys. Super. Okay, Maven has got packing mechanism. Maven can run the test unit test cases, can generate the test report. Maven can generate what? Project report, whole project information or not, guys? Okay. So this is what we discussed in yesterday's class. Instead of doing various activities of build process manually by remembering their sequence, it's better to automate them. And for that one, we have to use build tools. And Maven is one among them or not, guys? Super, perfect, guys. Now, the question is, how these things will work in Maven? Yesterday onwards, I am telling one thing, guys. Maven is self-intelligent. What is that? Okay. That means if you ask Maven to do Z work, you need not to tell you do A, you do B, you do C, and you do in this order. It is self-intelligent. In the process of completing Z work, it will try to complete all prior works or not, guys. Sir, how it is possible, sir? These things are possible, okay? These things are possible because Maven has got life cycle, guys. The activities in life cycle will happen in a sequence, my dear. Maven has got built-in life cycle. Are you getting my point there? If in those life cycle, you ask it to perform 17th operation. So you need not to tell perform 16, 15 separately, guys. It will complete 17th operation by also completing what? The prior 16 operation. Come on, my dear. Due to that, it looks like a self-intelligent or not, guys? It definitely looks like what? Self-intelligent. Yesterday, I have taken one real life example also to understand this in a better manner. Good employee and intelligent employee. Good employee means what? If you ask to do X work, then only he will do. To do Y work related to X work, again I have to instruct him separately, boss. But intelligent employee is not like that. When I ask him to do X work, he will do all Works related to X. Maybe he covers YZ, he covers before that and after that works also. So Meven is like an intelligent fellow or not, guys? He is having great IQ kind of thing or not, boss? Okay, guys. What is Maven build life cycle? When we build Maven project, it executes what? Set of clearly defined tasks based on the project pom.xml configuration. All inputs and instructions to Maven will be given from pom.xml file. POM means what, guys? Project to object to model and the command line options. This standard set of tasks creates Maven build life cycle. The benefit of clearly defined life cycle is that we have to remember only few sets of commands to compile, build, install, deploy our project. But remaining relevant activities will happen internally or not, guys? When you ask to deploy, everything related to prior to deployment, everything will be taken care internally or not, guys? Built-in build life cycles of Maven. There are three built-in build life cycle. What are those, guys? Default handles the project to build and deployment. This is the main one, guys. If you don't mention anything by default, default will start, guys. Clean handles project cleaning. Site handles the creation of project site documentation. So this will take care of report generation activities now, boss. Report generation activities. This will take care of what? Report generation activities. Are you getting my point? Handles project build and deployment. Clean what? Handles project cleaning side. But where actually code will be kept ready for execution, guys? Default life cycle. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Actually, default life cycle, I should talk it as a build life cycle. But already Maven is a build tool, and as part of build activity, all the three are required. So you may confuse if they give life cycle name is what? Build. That's why they have given as what? Default. Array, before building new thing, existing one should be cleaned up. Once everything is done, you have to generate the report now. Who is taking care of report generation process? Side. Who is taking care of cleaning process? Clean. Who is taking care of what? Project build process? Default. Actually, default name should be build, guys. But Maven is a build tool and it is building the project. One more name build means it may confuse you. That's why they named it as what? Default. Convinced, my dear? Come on, everyone. Okay, guys. Now tell me, guys. Maven build phases. Maven build life cycle goes through set of stages. They are called what? Build phases. For example, the default life cycle is made up of with what? Following phases, guys. So whenever I ask to perform default life cycle activity, by default it will try to do all these things or not, guys. Whatever I have listed is very few things, important things. Actually, in default life cycle, how many phases are there? 23 are there. How many are there? Validates the project directory structure. Compile the source code. Test, runs the unit testing code. Package, will pack the code into var or jar file. Verifies the generated var or var file. Install, we'll try to keep the generated var or jar file in the Maven local repository. Deploy, if it is a web application, it will deploy in the server, guys. Come on. But what I have highlighted is important phases. But total, how many are there? 23 phases are there. For all these 23 phases of default life cycle, refer at the bottom of this document. So I have highlighted few things, guys. But if you want to interested, if you are interested in what? Okay. Look at the phases, guys. Default life cycle. Total how many are 23? Are you able to see all the 23, guys? Okay. Next one is what, my dear? Okay. Next one is what? Clean, guys. Every phase will have goals to complete. Maven is having 3 built-in life cycles. These 3 life cycles are having phases. These phases are having goals. I'm introducing new thing. What is that? Goals. These goals are linked with plugins. These goals are linked with what? Plugin. Array, compile phase is having goal called compilation. It has to compile means one or other code is required or not. Who is providing that code? Plugins are providing. Who is providing that code, guys? Plugins are. Luckily, for most of the phases, most of the goals, ready-made plugins are available. No, you want to change the behavior of certain phase, certain goal. Then you can configure custom plugins now, my dear. Or you can develop your own plugins and configure it. Like this, we can get the things into our control. As of now, 3 built-in life cycle. Each life cycle, multiple phases. These phases are linked with goals. Goals are linked with plugins. Goals are linked with what? Plugins. Plugins are already available. They are doing their respective tasks. Then why should I learn this one? Anyhow, they are happening now, boss. Simple reason, my dear. Okay. Simple reason. If I know how to configure my own plugins for certain goals, I can change the behavior of certain phase in the life cycle or not, guys. I can get control on what certain phase of the life cycle or not, guys. For example, for example, whenever compile phase is executed, I don't want just compile. I want to run it. I want to see the output. But by default, compile phase will do compilation only because ready-made plugins are like this. By configuring one extra plugin for execution of the application, not only compilation, there itself I can see the execution of the project or not, guys. Is it not interesting, my dear? Come on. So that's the reason it's better to have some grip on what? These life cycle linked with phases, linked with goals, linked with plugins. So tell me, total how many built-in life cycles are there? What are those? Default, clean, side. Okay, these are linked. These are having what, guys? Phases. Phases are having what? Goals. Goals are linked with what? Plugin. Is there any chance of configuring custom plugins for the goals? Yes, we can configure. So accordingly, we can get the grip on what phases of the goals. On the goals of the phases, we can get some control or not, guys. We can definitely get some control or not, guys. I want reply. Every phase will have goals to complete. That means we can link our code or task to goals of Maven life cycle phases. For more information on goals, refer some website, guys. Okay. Phase. Compile. What is the goal we got? Compiler compile. Test. Surefire test. Like this, some goals are there or not there? Install. Deploy. Maven latest version is what? 3.x. Maven default lifecycle is having how many phases? Maven clean lifecycle is having how many phases? 3. Maven site lifecycle is having how many phases? 4 phases. How many phases, guys? 4 phases. Okay. Uh, Quanta, no problem. Now is okay? Right. Okay, fine. What's the advantage is, guys? For example, when I run any maven application, by default, it will enter into which life cycle? Default lives. So there I ask it to execute 17th phase, which is install. Does it do only installation or before works also it will complete? Okay, what are the before works, guys? Check it out. What are the before works? You just observe, guys. First, it will validate the project, that it will initialize the project. Okay, if any common resources are there, they are generated. Process resources, then it will compile the source code. It will process the generated .class file. It will generate test source code, default set source code, process test sources, generate test resources, process test resources, okay, testing related code compilation, process test classes, then what? Test cases are executed, prepare package. Before packing, it will go for prepare package. Then it will do packing or not, guys. Okay, then integration test, post integration test, then it will go for verify, then it will go for what? Install. So if I assume install is 17th one, before executing this 17th one, it will do remaining things or not, guys. So can I say Maven is self-intelligent here, guys? Okay. Okay, guys. So now concentrate, guys. In Maven, pom.xml, we generally write information about plugins, jar files, and projects. Yes, guys? These are identified with three details. Every Maven project, plugin, jar file are identified with how many details, guys? Three details. Number one, group ID. Number two, artifact ID. Number three, version. In case of jar file, project, plugin, group ID is generally company name, guys. What is that name? Group ID is generally what name, guys? Group ID is generally what name, guys? That's great. Artifact ID is project name in case of project. Jar file name in case of jar file. Plugin name in case of plugin. Version. In case of project, it is project version. In case of jar, it is jar version. In case of what? Plugin, it is what? Plugin version. Convinced, my dear? Come on, everyone. In case of plugin, it is what? Plugin version. In case of jar, it is what? Jar version. Everyone getting my point there or not there? In Maven pom.xml, the Maven project, Maven plugin, Maven dependency identified with how many details? Three details. Group ID, company name, artifact ID, jar file name, project name or plugin name, version of this. Okay. For example, I want to add Spring Context Support Library, nothing but jar file to the Maven project. Then I need to add that jar file related three details like this or not, guys. Okay, jar file is technically called what? Dependency. So dependency open and closing. Each dependency represent one jar or not, guys. In that one, group ID is what? Company name, org.spring framework. Are generally company website in reverse that will be writing for the group ID. Springframework.org is the website. Okay, in group ID that will be written reverse. org.springframework. Okay. Artifact ID, jar file name, my dear. And version is what? Okay, which version jar file you want to add? Where you are going to add this one? pom.xml. So it will search in the entire repositories. It will arrange to the project. Only this one, it's a dependent jars also will come. Only this one, it's a dependent jars also will come. If you place this dependency tag in pom.xml, the maven project gets Spring context support jar file and its transitive dependencies from where, guys? Maven local repository. What repository? Maven local repository. Okay, when they brought from central or report repository, one copy will be kept in what? Maven local repository. What do you say, guys? Definitely one copy will be kept in what? Maven local repository. Okay, guys. Plugin is a patch software that provides additional functionalities to the existing software. Plugins added to Eclipse gives more facilities to Eclipse. STS plugin, GUI builder plugin, Maven plugin, Gradle plugin, and etc. Guys. Maven plugins are given to complete certain task of what? Build process by linking them to various phases of Maven lifecycle or not, guys. Okay, from the beginning, what I am telling, Maven has got 3 life cycle, built-in life cycle. These life cycle are having phases. Phases are having goals. To complete those goals, these goals are linked with what? Plugins. So these are the plugins, guys. Maven compiler plugin for compilation. Whenever compiler is doing compilation in Maven, this plugin is used internally or not, guys? Maven clean plugin, Maven exec plugin for executing the code. And like this, many plugins are there or not there. So Maven tool is having life cycle. Life cycle is having phases. Phases are having goals. These goals related operations will be completed by using plugins or not, guys. Let us assume goal 1 is already doing one fixed task by using built-in plugin. Now I want to see same goal 1 doing extra task. Then I can configure one extra plugin to that or not, guys. I can think about configuring one extra plugin to that or not, guys. So that is the reason we should have a grip on this concept, guys. For example, compile phase is having compile goal that is linked with what? Maven hyphen compile hyphen plugin, which actually do compilation. Not just compilation, I want to run the code also. Then to the same compile phase, compile goal, I have to link one more plugin called maven-exec plugin or not, guys. So that what happened, guys? Whenever compile phase is occurring, compile goal execute, that will linked with two plugins. One is compilation plugin, one is what? EXEC plugin. Compile plugin will compile the source code. EXEC plugin, it will execute the code if there is a main method in the class or not, guys. So that is the reason we should know this internal process so that I can configure more plugins to existing goals. I can configure more plugins to existing goal to do lot of activities related to build life cycle. Everyone convinced with this, guys? We'll see practicals, don't worry. In each Maven built-in life cycle, there will be multiple phases. Each phase contains one or more goals. For these goals, we can execute custom logics or actions through what? Plugins. Custom logics or actions through what? Plugins. The goals of phases belonging to built-in lifecycle are already linked with what? Some built-in plugins having what? Predefined actions to perform. The same thing can be customized by linking what? Other plugins to goals. Can I give one example scenario, guys? Okay, here is my example scenario. Let's worry about one simple example scenario here. Yeah. Here is my, what is there? Example scenario. Here is my example scenario. Yeah. What is the example scenario I have to tell, my dear? Come on, everyone. All right. Okay. Now listen. Default life cycle is having, okay, compile phase. Right, guys? Compile phase. This compile phase is having compile goal, right? Compile goal. This compile goal already linked with what, guys? This compile goal already linked with what, guys? Okay, uncle. Maven hyphen compile hyphen plugin. Yes, my dear. Okay. For compilation of source code. Yes, boss. To make the same compile plugin. So to make same compile goal of compile phase. To make the same compile goal of compile phase also performing, okay guys, execute operation. What operation? Which execute operation? Application execute operation. We need to link maven hyphen exec hyphen plugin to compile goal of compile phase belonging to what, guys? Belonging to what, guys? Default life cycle. I hope you convinced it, guys. Okay, once again. Maven tool is having life cycle. Total how many built-in life cycle are there? Three are there. They are linked with what? Phases. Phases are having what? One or more goal. These goals are linked with what? Plugins. Already these plugins are ready-made. They are doing respective task at respective timings. Up to this picture perfect, guys. Come on. Then why should I learn this? Anyhow, it is already happening, right? Okay. If you have control on these goals, tomorrow, by adding more plugins to goals, we can add more operations to perform in each goal or not, guys? We can add more operation to perform in each goal or not, guys? That's great, guys. Okay. So whatever we discussed so far, okay, let me revise it, guys. Maven is a self-intelligent or dumb employee kind of thing? Self-intelligent. I need to tell everything to Maven, or if I tell an X thing, it will take care of all relevant activities. Why this capacity has come to the Maven? Because Maven has got built-in life cycle. In that life cycle, how many life cycles are there? Three are there. They are linked with what? Phases. In default life cycle, how many phases are there? In clean life cycle, in site life cycle. But default life cycle is basically given for what purpose? Default life cycle is basically given for to actually build the project and run the application, right? Okay, next one. Site life cycle is given for what purpose? Clean life cycle is given for what purpose? To clean the project. Site life cycle is for what? Report generation, right, guys? Super, guys. Okay. Super guys. So first example scenario is what? I want to create one maven standalone project. Array standalone project means which project template I should use? Quickstarter web app. Array project templates in maven are technically called as archetypes. Project name artifact. Project template is archetype. Project name artifact, right? Okay, now tell me guys. I want to create standalone project. Which archetype I should use? Quickstarter web app. Total, how many archetypes are there in Maven? 1,000. How many are popular in that? What are those? What is the difference between archetype and artifact? Archetype is project template in Maven. Artifact is project name in Maven. Artifact is what? It's a maven terminology that represent name of the project in project, name of the jar file in jar file, name of the plugin in name of the plugin. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. What is the difference between archetype and artifact in Maven project? Archetype in Maven represent project template or not, guys? Represent project template. Are you getting my point? Yes. Array, don't apply English meaning, boss. Archetype in Maven represent project template using which we can create certain category. What guys? Certain category project. Certain category project. Artifact in Maven represents an item, and uh, this item can be project name. Array artifact means what? Item is generic wording. Generic word represent any item is what? Artifact. Array, while decorating, keep some artifact here. It is looking empty. People says na, keep some artifact here. Face is looking very empty. Artifact means some items, right? Okay. Artifact in Maven represents an item. This item can be a project or jar file or plugin. Plugin. Artifact name means artifact name. Artifact name means project name or what name, guys? Project name or what is there? Jar file name or plugin. Okay, guys. Okay. Tell me, guys, in latest version of Eclipse, Maven is a built-in tool or should I configure it explicitly? Should I install it? It's a built-in one. Nothing to buy. You need not to do anything to work with that, right? Maven is coming as a built-in plugin in Eclipse IDE or not, guys? That's great. Okay, let's see. I'm taking latest Eclipse IDE 2024-09. 09 means it is released in the 9th month of 2024. Eclipse version is identified with its release date, guys. Nothing great. Is identified with its what? Release date. Okay, fine. Here is what, guys? 515? No. Let me give one big name, guys. What is there? Oh, I'll give the proper name, guys. Workspaces, FS tools, FS tools. Let me create a new folder. NT tools 701. What is there? NT tools 701. It is my workspace folder, my dear. What is workspace folder? The folder in which all our projects will be saved. The base folder to save our project is called as what? Workspace folder. The base folder to save our project is called as what? Workspace folder. That's great. Click on launch, guys. Okay, before arrival of Maven, Ant was the popular build tool. Ant, A-N-T. After Ant, popular build tool is Maven. Followed by Maven, which is becoming popular, Gradle. Okay, this is the basic idea, guys. Let me increase the font size little bit for better presentation. Appearance, colors and fonts, basics, basics, text font, edit, Calibri, bold, apply. Okay. So I want to create a Maven project demonstrating dependency management. That to transitive dependency management. This is my work. First, I want to create standalone project and I want to show transitive dependency management. When you add main jar file to the pom.xml, it will give main jar file from internet. Also what? Dependent, their dependents. Till the end of the bottom of the hierarchy, it will give all the dependents are not there. Till the bottom of the hierarchy, all the dependents will come or not, guys. File new. Where is this? Maven project. What is that, guys? Maven project. Don't select anything. Say next. So here, you have to select the archetype. By default, it is listing so many archetypes. If you have a patience, you can select like this. Right? Or you can type here, boss, to fulfill. But you have to type very, very sensitively, guys. Maven hyphen, archetype hyphen, what is there? Quick start. Maven hyphen, archetype hyphen, quick start. Clear, my dear? Come on, everyone. Say next. What is the group ID? Organization name, NIT. What's the group ID? Organization name, NIT. Artifact ID. Okay, any name I can give, guys. Maven. Artifact ID means what? Project name. Artifact name, artifact ID, one and the same. Let me correct this, guys. Artifact ID. Artifact name oblique ID. Where is my Eclipse? Disappeared? Huh? No. Maven. Group ID is generally what? Organization name. Okay, generally, what is the best practice for group ID? You know, reverse of the company website. Suppose Naresh IT website is nit.org, org.nit. No, don't like, you don't hate that process. Okay, you can just take NIT. You can take X, Y, Z, anything. It's a recommended name only. Or if you want, if someone wants to know more about the project, by seeing our group ID, he can go to company website and he can get information about company. It's a reverse of company website or not, guys? Yeah. Me when, what is there? Pros 01. Me when Pros 01. That's great. What's the package, guys? com.nt. What is the default package you want to create? So I want to create main package as the default package. In this one, default source file will come, unit testing file will come. Using or not using is up to you. Using it or not using it is what? Up to you. Okay, group ID org.nit. Artifact ID maven pros 01. Package is what? Default package. So it's a company name, project name, version. Okay, now listen. In version, two words are very popular. One is a snapshot, other one is a release. Snapshot and release. Project is still in improvisation. Snapshot will be used. Project is finalized and ready to release, guys. Everything is finalized, no more modification on that. What will be there? Release will be there. What will be there, guys? Release will be there. Release, not released. Release. Snapshot means what, guys? It is the current version of the project. More things will come in future. More changes may be there in future, right? Okay, that's good. I think everyone clear on this point. First, we selected the archetype, then giving project information. With this name only, everything is created. Click on finish. It takes time to make maven project, guys. First time it has to download many things, boss. It takes little time. Be patient. It's downloading many things over here or not, guys? Okay. Yeah. All this is correct information or not? What is the Java compiler version? 17. JUnit version. Why JUnit version? By default, every Maven project gives JUnit APIs. In every Maven project, JUnit libraries will come automatically. What is the group ID? org.nit. Artifact ID? Maven pros 01. Version snapshot. Package com.nt.main. Why? Build success. That means only project creation is success, guys, not everything. So you got a project over there now, boss, with some standard directories here. SRC for source folder, target folder, output folder. Right now, emptiness in the target folder, guys. In SRC main Java. This is to place the source code. SRC test Java. This is to place what? Unit testing code. Are in both places. One default package I have taken. That package has come having relevant source code or not, guys? Having relevant source code app.java or not, guys? Super. Here also com.nt.main app test.java. Here having relevant source code, it is there or not there, guys? Having relevant source code, it is there or not there, guys? Come on, everyone. That's great, guys. In SRC main Java, we are going to keep the source code, guys. SRC test Java, we are going to keep unit testing code, guys. SRC main Java, source code, SRC test Java, unit testing code. Observe very carefully. SRC main Java. Inside that package, right? In that one application.java, observe src main Java, inside that package, inside that application.java. That means actually same this one only, but it's looking very deeper and lengthy one now, boss. They have given shortcut. They have given shortcut for faster access, nothing else. Look at this SRC test Java. What Java, guys? SRC next what? Test Java. Under this com nt app test dot Java. Instead of this lengthy one, here we shortcut is there na, boss? SRC test Java. Shortcut is there or not there? Definitely shortcut is there or not there. JRE will have JRE, boss. This is to place source code. This is to place unit testing code, JUnit testing code. Maven dependencies will give all the jar files, guys. By default, lot of JUnit related jar files are coming or not, guys. JUnit related main and dependent jar files are coming or not, guys. Super, guys. Next, what is there? SRC main Java. That's one thing. SRC main test, SRC test Java, that's another thing. Come on, guys. This is target folder where outputs will be stored. After compilation, you will get .class file. They will be stored in target folder or not, guys. After packing, where our jar files will come, they will be stored in target folder or not, guys. Okay, if you want to give any additional inputs and instruction to Maven tool, you can give through pom.xml or not, guys. Okay, this pom.xml looks like very lengthy XML. Don't try to understand. Whatever we are going to put there, that is a copy paste activity only. That is going to be what? Copy paste activity only. Don't be panic about it. Okay, guys, listen. This is some import statement, guys. Don't worry. This is current project related information. Name of the project, URL of the project, properties of the project, Java version and character encoding. Okay. By default, this project is giving me what? Maven JUnit dependencies are not, guys. By default, two dependency tags are there. Both are related to JUnit or not, guys. By default, this project is having so many built-in plugins availability. Clean plugin, resources plugin, compiler plugin, surefire plugin for report generation, jar plugin, install plugin, deploy plugin, site plugin. Some plugins configuration is also coming automatically or not. Okay, but don't panic by seeing XML. If you know XML also, it is nowhere related to the utilization of pom.xml. 99% we copy paste from different places while adding new content to pom.xml. But you have to only should have clear cut clarity where to add what, in which place what to be added. That clarity is required. Apart from that, nothing great, guys. Come on. Okay. Now I decided to work with Spring in this project, guys. Spring related jar files I have to add now, my dear. What is the specialty of Maven? Maven support transitive dependency management or not, guys? If you add the main jar file, it automatically gives what? Main jar and their dependent jar files or not, guys? Main jar file and their dependent jar files are not, guys. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, understanding my statement here, guys. Okay, here is what? Maven dependencies. Here is my what? Pom.xml. Dependency opening and what? Closing. Okay. Here is my mvnrepository.com. What.com? mvnrepository.com. Here is my context support. Spring context support, right? Super. End of the search. Sir, this is what is this? It looks like a central repository, but it is actually not. It's a third-party website who provide this information to add to pom.xml. Since everyone in the Java industry uses it, they try to generate the revenue through advertisements. They try to generate the revenue through what? Advertisements. It looks like a central repository. It is not. It's a third party website who is providing what? Information required to add in pom.xml file. Information required to add in what? Pom.xml file. Click on Spring, guys. Select the version. Latest is, this is Millennium version, still not officially released. 6.2.5. Okay. Whatever dependency information is there, that is available here, guys. Group ID, org.spring framework, artifact ID, Spring context support. Version is what? 6.2.5. Select this, guys. Come on. When you select, it is automatically copied to clipboard. So go to what? Eclipse IDE. Go to what? Eclipse IDE. Before adding this, only JUnit related jars are there. Say something, my dear. Only JUnit related jars are there. Now open pom.xml here. Say paste. Save it. Observe. Spring related both main and dependent jar files have come or not there. They are collected from central repository. One copy is kept in what? Local repository. Also added to project build path or not, guys? Are we getting only main and dependent and their dependents also? So can I say this one technically as a transitive dependency or not, guys? Can I call this one as what? Transitive dependency or not, my dear? Suppose maven is not there with you. Identifying main jar file, their dependent, going to internet website, downloading all the jar file, then adding them to project manually is going to be very, very difficult process or not, guys? Is going to be very, very difficult process or not? But today, am I doing that one? After seeing all these practicals, don't ask me while working with me when internet is required, sir. Definitely required. Without internet, how it will connect to internet repositories, download the jar file, keeps them in local repository, adds to the project. Definitely internet support is required or not required? Definitely required, no second thought in that. Come on, my dear, got it? Did you feel the dependency management practically? But I said one statement. Before keeping in a project class path or build path, it also maintains one copy in what? Local repository. So that if any other project look for same jar file, it need not to bring from where? Central repository. It can happily collect from what? Local repository. Yes, my dear. Okay. What is the location of local repository in maven? .m2 folder will be there in the user directory. Where directory? In the user directory, .m2 folder will be there. So look at this. Okay, look at this. C drive, users. Natraz is this computer user, guys. In that one, .m2 is there. In that one, repository is there. Can I call this one as, maven local repository or not, guys? Okay. There I am looking for Spring context support. Spring context support is there or not there? 6.2.5 Here jar has come now, my dear. Not only that, guys, you will also get remaining jars also. This is not only context support. Look at other things. Open the folder location. Yeah, Spring context. Every version one separate folder. 6.2.5. Spring context 6.2.5 dot jar has come now, my dear. Convinced with me, guys? Okay. So this is what we need to know about what? Dependency management. Okay, right now that jar is there in central repository, collected from there, kept one copy in local repository. Same thing added to the project or not? In next project, if I add the same jars in pom.xml, it will collect from local repository or central repository, because it is already there in local repository. If not there, then think about what? Central. In central repository also not there, then it will think about what? Is there any information about remote repository in pom.xml? If there, it will go to that remote repository. From there, it will try to gather the jar files or not, guys? From there, it will try to gather the jar file or not, guys? Okay, the people who have we have seen the pain of downloading jar file internet, knowing their dependents, again downloading them, then adding them to class path is very difficult process. And Maven has simplified that process with just copy paste or not, guys? Okay, but what's the confusion? Most of the people thinks that mvnrepository.com mvnrepository.com is the central repository. Technically speaking, it is not. It is what, guys? Third party website giving information required to copy paste in what? pom.xml. Required to copy paste in what? com.xml. Search for Spring Context Support. Select 6.0.11 version. Select maven tab, copy paste XML code over there or not there, guys? Okay. Okay, now listen. This project is running with which version, guys? 17. I don't want to use 17. I want to use the latest stable version 21. Latest and stable version, what is that? 21. Go to pom.xml, guys. Somewhere maven properties are there here. Here, what is there? 17 is there. Sir, you have taken 23. Do I need to install 23 version of Java in this computer? Not required. Not required, not at all required. Maven will download the required JDK version as and when we want. The required JDK version as and when we want, right? Okay, guys. Right click. Where is this? Maven update project. Say okay. Did you change it to 21 version? In my computer, 21 is not installed. Let me take 23, guys. 23rd version. Save this. Right click. Maven update. Right click Maven update. Yeah. What is saying? As of now, this version is not giving support for 23. It is supporting max 21, it seems. Okay, maybe in the next update they may go for what? 23. In this version of Maven, it is giving max support of what? 20. You have to do Maven update project or not, guys? We need to say Maven update over there or not there, guys? We need to say Maven update over here or not, guys? That's great. Okay, it is working with 21. Super. Okay. So can I give one small statement over there, guys? We can change to, okay, we can change to any compatible higher version. Compatible higher version. Compatible higher version of Java uh, to the to the maven project, to the maven project. But we need not to install that version of Java in our computer, because maven software dynamically downloads, dynamically downloads, okay, that version of JDK software. Dynamically downloads that version of JDK software. Okay, next one, guys. mvnrepository.com is not a central repository, boss. It's a third party website who provides what? Information required for build tool. And for that information, they generate revenue through advertisements. Array, every Java developer need to paste one or other jar file information in pom.xml. In this world, nearly 10 to 15 lakhs Java developers will be there. These people every day, 2, 3 times they need to open the website for one or other dependency information. Okay, 10 lakh people to 15 lakh people every day going to visit the website. Traffic will be definitely great or not, guys? And not only for Java people, for non-Java people also it is very useful, right? For other build tool information also there in that website. You want to feel that? Gradle, SBT, Mill, IVI, Grape, Lingman, Buildia. All these are various build tools that are there in the market or not? Not so popular, only for knowledge sake I have listed them, guys. Okay. So if you want, you can get the information from them or not. So like this, they can generate lot of money from advertisements. Note, guys. mvnrepository.com is not a maven central repository. It is a third party website. Third party website supplying various details related to, supplying what? Various details related to, come on, guys. Supplying various details related to supplying various details related to, okay, related to pom.xml, related to pom.xml configuration, pom.xml configuration of maven tool. Pom.xml configurations of what? Maven tool. Yeah. By default, unit testing code is there. Their jars are coming, and this one, guys. So we are getting only Main jar file are their dependent jar files also. Okay, seeing these things comes under what, guys? Transitive dependency management or not, guys? So here we are getting both main and dependent jar file till the end of hierarchy. Till the end of hierarchy. Okay. Satisfying. What, guys? Satisfying. Transitive. What is there? Dependency. Simply satisfying what, guys? Transitive dependence. Okay. Sir, I would like to know hierarchy of this dependency, guys. They are coming, I'm happy. Which is main, which is supporting, which is supporting. Okay, how to know that, guys? Everyone, please come to pom.xml. Okay, in that one, dependency hierarchy tab is there. Dependencies means only dependency information. These are the main dependencies, right? Dependency hierarchy is there, guys. Let's have a look on hierarchy. Let's have a context support. It is internally using beans. Beans is using core. Context support is using context. Context using AOP. AOP again using beans. Okay, AOP using core. Okay, listen again. Context using beans. Context using core. Context using expression. Expression is using core. Like this, all interlinked things are coming nicely here or not, guys? Are you going to break headache? Who is main? Who is dependent? Observe overall, the bigger boss is what? Context support only, na? The bigger boss is what? Context support. What's the difference between dependency hierarchy and dependencies? Are in dependencies, you only main jar file information that is there in pom.xml will come. So in my pom.xml, total how many main jars I have added? 3 I have added. Jupyter API 1, Jupyter parameter second, and Spring context support. Spring context support. Okay, two came automatically. The one that came automatically also listed here. The one that it came automatically are not highlighted in the hierarchy because they are coming by default. But the one that is explicitly added is coming over there or not there. How to see dependencies information, dependencies hierarchy information in pom.xml. For that, we need to work with what? Dependencies tab and dependencies hierarchy tab. What tab, guys? Dependencies tab and dependencies hierarchy tab. So these are the two tabs that we need to use or not, my dear. Okay. Okay. How to see dependencies, dependencies and dependence dependencies hierarchy related to pom.x pom.xml. pom.xml file. Answer. What is there, guys? Answer. Okay. Use dependencies and hierarchy tabs of pom.xml. What .xml file, guys? As shown below. Array, when you add it, if you want to know the hierarchy, we can easily know it now, boss. Yeah, this tab contains dependencies added to the pom.x. Contains info about dependencies added to the pom.xml. Okay. Contains info about the dependencies added to the pom.xml file. Super, guys. What's the next one, guys? Dependencies hierarchy. Yeah, tell me, guys. Contains the info about come on, dependencies. What, guys? Dependencies and their hierarchy. And their hierarchy. And their hierarchy. Super, guys. What is the location of maven local repository? What is the location of maven local repository? Yeah, first of all, user home directory na boss. User home slash. Tell me. User home slash dot m2 slash repository. User home slash dot m2 slash repository. Okay. You can feel like this, my dear. What SR worst fellows? Anything you ask, SR. One day this SR will kill you like anything. Are you muddy fellow? Yes, sir. Are you muddy fellow? Dirty fellow? Yes, sir. So don't keep SR as the default answer. One day it will kill you. Yes, boss. This is the hierarchy or not, guys? This is the hierarchy of local repository. Fine. What is the URL of maven? What, guys? Central repository. Central repository. What is the URL of maven central repository, my dear? Not SR. Give me proper URL. Okay. Yeah, see, we cannot remember everything, guys. You can search in the Google or you can go to ChatGPT. Maven central repository. Maven central repository URL. All advertisements only coming. Original central repository is not coming. Okay, fine. It is a testing time for us. That's what. A central repository is not at all a repository. Central repository. No, it's not coming. Maven central repo. This is right. This is there na boss. Okay. Take this, paste it, enter key. This is central repository wise. Technically speaking, you are supposed to get pom.xml dependency information from this location, but it's not a user friendly boss. Can we try at least Spring context support from here? Okay, let's see. Spring context support, how to get it. Control F. Control F. Tell me. org slash spring framework org slash, very difficult guys. I may give up in the middle itself. Very difficult. org slash. If you go org continuously, somewhere it will be available, guys. Okay. Otherwise, just try for Spring Framework. Yes. Here, Spring Framework is there. Here, what is there? Context support. Context support. Here, version is what? Some version is there or not there? 1.2.3, whatever it is. Okay, there 1.2.pom.xml. So there we got some artifact ID and other information, guys. Very lengthy address is there or not there. That's why third party website is doing business. But entire information originally there here what? This one. Okay, that too, I'm searching in maven 2. I supposed to search in maven 3, guys. I supposed to search in what? Maven 3. Apache./org. Okay, only Maven 2 is there. So it's very difficult process to do this, guys. That's why. Yeah. Listen, guys. Listen. Sir, today every practical happens smoothly. I'm happy. But sometimes when I'm trying to create Maven project, archetypes list is not coming. Then what should I do? Very unfortunately, you have to do multiple experiment until you get it. Okay, for example, close everything, guys. Okay. File new Maven project. So next, let us assume here list of archetypes are not coming, though I am typing the things. Luckily, they are coming, you are happy. Okay. Sometimes they don't come, though you type everything perfectly. Then what should I do? First, you have to change these categories, guys. Search in central repository, not coming. Default local, not coming. Internal, coming. All catalogs, everything. Sometimes if you change anything also, it won't come. Then click on configure. Okay, make sure that these three select boxes are checked. These three check boxes are what? Selected. These three check boxes are what? Selected. That is done now, boss. After doing this also not coming, your luck is not favoring that day, right? So then what you have to do, unfortunately, add archetype, open paintbrush, already one archetype related group ID, artifact ID version is there na. Like, for example, in the screenshot, org Apache maven archetype is the group ID, artifact ID is quick start, version is 1.4 or 1.5. You don't believe, unfortunately, you have to add them manually here. Whatever group ID appearing there, you paste here. Whatever artifact ID appearing is there, you paste here. Version, you paste here. Last one is optional. Last one is what? Optional. Okay, guys. Now what I do is, yes, let me ask. If archetype is not listed out, what guys? Not listed out while creating maven project, then we need to pass addition, we need to add archetype as shown below. We need to add archetype. If also not possible, is there any option? That's the last option, guys. You adding manually is the last option. After that also not happening, reinstall Eclipse IDE. Still not happening, restart computer. Still not happening, change computer. Still not happening, change Maven itself. Okay, worst fellow. There should be some positive thinking, Ra Babu. Since I am giving option by option, if that is also not there, what to do? Okay. Yeah, what is the group ID? Can you help me, guys? It's a first value to pass. Cut it. It's a second value to pass. It's a version to pass. It's a version to pass. Okay, guys. Then next. Like this, we have to choose multiple options over there or not there. I don't think you will get that situation. If it all comes, you have to be ready for this. Right. Can I upload the notes, guys? Okay, just create the project and fill the dependency management. What dependent? Transitive dependency management. Main, dependent, their dependent, everything is coming to you or not? Okay. Initial few days, as I promised, I'll keep the notes in what? Paintbrush. Upload file here. What's your batch code? tools FS. Next, 701 maven session 2. That is our session 2 now, my dear. Right. Thank you. How to download? Go to files section. Yeah, and let me share this URL. It's a private group and you have to become member of this group, guys.